All right, y'all, we're about to start. Sorry for the late start. Trying to make sure we met quorum. Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order at 7:11 p.m. Now we're gonna have a roll call from Mama. Mama, either you can say it out loud or use this. It's up to you. It's not that many people in the room, so.
Jasmine. Amber. Daniel.
What is Jasmine?
Nevaeh. David. Adrian. Oscar. Faith. Senior Senator President. Hillary. Caleb. Kennedy. Maya. Michael. Ahmed. Tyler. Jasmine. Maisha. Hello. Manny. Daisha. Kimberly. Charlotte. Ken. Grace. Kaylin. Zaire. Layton. And Morgan. Thank you.
Jasmine's here also. She's right there. Thank you, Mama. Okay, can I please, well, never mind. There's no approval of the minutes because there was not a meeting last week, so we'll move forward. Can I please get an approval of the agenda? It was sent out by Mama yesterday. Yes, Mason. Do I have any seconds? All right, thank you. Okay, now student forum. Any students present and wishing to speak may speak at this time. SJ members may respond, but can only bring up new topics during senator forum. Seeing that there are no students, we can move forward. Old business, there is none. New business. We have SR 105. Whoever is wishing to present, you can come up to the front right now. Let me use this. Okay, cool.
Can y'all hear me good? All right, good, cool. So SR 105 is a resolution to be entitled the recommendation for further review of the Burgundy Zone survey results. Section 1, the Student Senate of UNC Greensboro Student Government Association adopts the following resolution. Whereas in reviewing the results of the Burgundy Zone survey sent out on January 6th, 2023, and understanding that due to the complexities of many of the answers, wherein multiple students outlined problems deeply concerning our student body, and whereas the 100th session of the Student Government Association at UNC Greensboro is unable to dedicate enough time to properly review and address the concerns, it is the recommendation of the current Social Justice, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee that the committee of the following session dedicates itself in reviewing the results of the survey and working with the student body to create appropriate and sustainable solutions to address the issues. And now therefore be it resolved, the Social Justice, Diversity, and Inclusion Committee of the 101st session of UNC Greensboro Student Government Association will be responsible for reviewing the responses to the Burgundy Zone survey and properly addressing the concerns expressed. And so a little bit about why this piece was written is just that the committee only got the results of the survey about 2 weeks ago. And I had a meeting with Rose Ewald, who wrote the survey and got the results from it. For about an hour, and we only skimmed the results. We didn't even read through them. There are about 7 documents of Qualtrics survey that we have to read. Many of the questions asked were open-ended questions, so it wasn't yes, no, strongly disagree, strongly agree. It was put your comments here. And so we had multiple paragraphs from a lot of students talking about their issues that they've seen about disability and inaccessibility on campus. Many of them outlined wanting to withdraw from the university. And so we had about 300 responses. And if you know anything about stats, we had a p-value of 0.001, which is almost as significant as you can get for a p-value, which means that many of the responses said that they had considered withdrawing from the university because of how they were treated due to their disability. And so going over those results, seeing those results, I realized that as a committee, we did not have enough time to dedicate to properly addressing these issues, talking to ORs about them, and actually finding solutions to these issues. So after talking to Haas as well, we felt that it was correct to have the SJDI committee of the next session dedicate themselves to this. They will be responsible for reading the results as well. I read them. They will have to read them, and then they can decide what they think is the best solution to the concerns.
Okay, so now we're going to enter into a 5-minute period of Q&A. So if you have any questions for Megan, to raise your hand and she will make sure. What steps will be taken to make sure the calendar and first session will be held accountable for this? For SJ?
So members who are currently senators in this session, who will be senators in the next session as well, who are part of the committee, have been made aware of this. That they will be responsible for this, so they will pass that on. I will be writing it in my transition report. I've also made Rose aware that the next session, that this legislation is currently in process, and the next session will be responsible for this if passed. So in my transition report, I will make sure that I reference this legislation, just so that they know that the committee of the next session has to do this, and to give Rose's contact information, because Rose will have to share the results again. Did I answer your question? Okay. Jason.
I kind of good with her question, but what is it going to make the committee do it as soon as possible, instead of waiting until the spring semester next session to go over it and go through it?
I'm hoping that the members of this committee, who will be members of the committee next semester, will make sure that happens. I can't be here and tell people they have to do it by a certain time. I didn't want to do that. But I'm hoping members of also student government who are outside the committee, who know about this issue and who will be in session next session, will understand that this is a deeply concerning issue to our university, and will make sure that student government is still reviewing this next semester. Amber.
We are on the side. So when we see questions about but we need to because our is still that's a question that's supposed to be directed to Katie, so we were writing a picture letter. You said there that also it's our 100 lab. The authors are Jasmine, me, Grace, and Grace.
I would direct that to Jasmine, because Jasmine is the one who gave this number, this piece.
Right.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hasn't been submitted? Hasn't been presented to somebody? There, it's in the order of submission. So that's how the number is. So with that, he said, when I've been submitted, and it was presented to Senate first to be.
And just to go off that, just to be aware, next week is our last meeting, so that's gonna have to be fast. Any more questions before we leave the session? Okay, now we're 5-minute period of session. You can give any like comments or friendly amendments. Anything like that. Could someone give their time? So I can vote? Okay, thank you. So I think it would be also good to add in that like this is an addition to the already like set, responsibilities for the committee, just so that they don't think that it's only like the members think that's only they're supposed to be honing in on, because we do have other aspects too. Just maybe if you want to like clarifying like in addition to our other obligations, something like that. You don't have to do it right now, but just trying to find a place where you can put that.
Okay. Yeah.
Any other points of the session? Okay, if not, there's a motion to table this is our next meeting. Ms. Macy's.
Motion to table this case until next meeting.
Any seconds?
Second.
Any consent? Okay, thank you, babe. Yes.
Okay, now it's time to get into the nitty gritty. For real, okay. It's not funny, y'all. Okay, so, oh, okay. Now we're gonna go into transition reports. I know you're tired of hearing about this, but I really want these to be done for the next session. So I'm gonna give everybody 20 minutes to work on it a little bit more. I'm gonna put mine up here, even though mine is not all the way complete. I'm gonna put mine up here just for an example, and try to run you through the stuff that I've already put on mine. So yeah, at this point, you can get your computers or whatever you have out to work on it, and I'll pull mine up. Okay. I'm already on YouTube. Oop. Okay, that's not gonna work. It won't? Haley, last time when we were live, did the YouTube work? The music? Yes? Because we were live streaming on YouTube already. What did we use? Spotify? Uh, how did you use Spotify? You want to do that again? Okay. Okay, if that's what you want to do. Okay, yeah. Trillion. I'm about to put it up there, y'all. Sorry. I'm sorry. Just took me out. Bye. Okay, so there's not a lot on here, but for the summary part, like I said last time, you really would just give a summary of either, you know, who you are, so like what's your major, things you do across campus, like if you're involved in different organizations. And then you'll give a little outline of like how long you've been in SGA, what you've done in SGA. So like for me, I started my journey in 2021. I was at large center and current concerns committee chair. And then after that, I'll put that I was elected as vice president, and then I'll put like things that I did. So like I did one-on-ones with senators. You don't have to put everything in the summary, just like, you know, the basics, like, oh, you were involved in EUC blood drives, you helped with tabling events and things like that. And maybe just like a quick, like little sentence of like what you've learned or anything that you think is important about SGA that you want to put here. Here, I put some contacts that I've been in contact with. So I put Dr. Craig, Dr. Akins, and Dr. Carter because they're all really notable people who work with us in SGA. So of course you can put here like ors, for example, Faith would put Rose for her contact. Maybe Jaisha might put PD, things like that. Accomplishments. So like for here, I put successfully hosted the 100 session onboarding training. So I put that, held one-on-ones with senators, and then I'll put more stuff here. This is a really good place to use your transition reports. Not transition, initiative tracker to put things in right here. So if you've already put things in the initiative tracker, you can put those in as accomplishments. And then ongoing projects and initiatives, of course, things that still need to be maintained. I don't have anything here right now because as vice president, I really didn't have those, but maybe I might think back on things that I did as a senator that I, you know, want to maintain. And then here is potential things that you want to happen. So for here, I was thinking about how I really wanted to do groups, community service initiatives and projects. So I wasn't able to plan or execute these things, but I hope that the incoming members will take the initiative to participate in more community service. And then I'm going to put potential opportunities here. So we could do campus cleanups, working with I was going to put the GSO, the GSO, I think the stream cleanup people, and they go around cleaning streams. Also, other places could be like Backpack Beginnings and things like that. Just trying to get more involved with the community and not just here on UNCG's campus, but you know, the whole Greensboro community. But yeah, and so that's what I put on mine so far. Y'all really do not have to go like in depth. So like whatever y'all can get, just get it in as soon as possible. These will be due the 16th, which is this coming up Sunday. And just put them in the folder. If you go to 100 session and then you go to legislative branch and historian, you'll put it in the transition reports folder, and please put your name on the template as well. So yeah, you'll have like 15 more minutes. And I'm just gonna work on mine in front of y'all because I don't, it's fine. Jordan, the transition report template is in, where was it at? I'm sorry. The original template should be in here somewhere. Where was it at? Oh, okay, it is. Oh, this last folder right here, it should be in here. Ooh, ooh. What? What is it? Well, if anything, this one. The very last one. Yeah. Jason, please. Mhm. Everybody does one. Everybody in the whole, every member. Dear incoming, yeah, second, oh, to yourself. Well, I mean, how do you know that? No, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding, I'm kidding. No, I'm kidding, love, but no, it's because we only had like 10 applicants, but like, you know what I mean? So just still do it for yourself, either way. And this will be good too, whenever you're leaving as a senior next year. So like, you can just take this and make a copy of it. Yeah. Yeah, so if you want to do both of those together, it'll be easier that way if you want to do it like that. So yeah. Jaisha, what's his name? Hasso? The police, what's his name? Huh? Yeah. Oh, yeah, him. What's his name? Okay. Spelled like that, Lynch? Okay. And Major, how you spell his name? Okay. That's not how you spell faculty. Ignore that. Mm-hmm. We got like 8 more minutes. Kaylee left. I don't know where she went. I'm sorry. Hold on. I got some music on my iPad maybe. Don't laugh at my lo-fi. Janisha, do you remember the name of the Creek people that we went to go clean up with? I don't know what their official name is. It's on your resume. I just can't pull it mine right now. Oh, okay, wait, yeah. Like, one more minute. I'm about to move on. Also, for my people who are committee chairs and people who are in, I think, exec, make sure that you do your part in the sign die. I already sent y'all an email about it. Oh, speaking of the sign die, that's what we present next week. Y'all, people who are doing the sign die, that's also due this Sunday as well. Your part for that. So sorry. Oh yeah, because the sign die is presented next week. Dang. Huh? You got flex. You got flex. All right, y'all, we're about to move forward. Move forward. Excuse me, order in the court. Order in the court. Okay, exec council reports. Can I please have, who's up? Kaylee? Yeah. Nah, it's Kaylee. Okay. Are you gonna speak or no, Haas?
I got recorded.
Oh, then go ahead. You said you didn't.
I just said on this.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to unhide it or no?
No,
Okay.
I said I didn't have time to watch live.
Oh, okay.
So basically, actually, I've been working with the legislator a lot. I had opportunity to go into General Assembly 2 Wednesdays ago. Basically had the opportunity to speak with various representatives, including Phil Berger, John Archer, Governor David Powers, and such. Really just advocate on behalf of students. So shout out to the delegation that came on with Jeremy, Bay, and Shonda. Had a really good opportunity. So I want to encourage any of y'all if ever having like free time, like a whole day, like partner up or something, just take a trip down to Raleigh. Like you just need to go through security, and other than that, you have the opportunity to speak with all the people that make a lot of the laws. Actually, the day I was there, a lot of laws went into effect. So it was kind of cool to see all that happen while also being able to speak with them while they voted on certain things and such. I also had a safety enhancement meeting with University Housing Residence University GPD, Student Affairs, and I forgot the name, safety enhancement. Basically, there's gonna be new changes coming, low-key starting now. Beginning fall semester, they're gonna be removing all, well, I don't want to say all, but majority of the blue lights that are on campus, the police lights. Yeah, so that
The
was
phones.
the phone thing. So what they're doing is they're transitioning into a mobile app that has a blue light on it at all times. Basically, majority of communication, they're saying to majority of the communication occurs via cell phone. Regardless if we're talking about messages, calls, apps, etc. So they basically wanted to have a refresh on how administration, UNC-GPD can communicate with each other as well as students. So they're in the development process of creating an app called Smart and Safe. So it's kind of similar to the Live Safe app that we currently have. Basically, Smart and Safe is an initiative. It's really a culture they're trying to pull out. It's more than just a blue light on the app. It has a website and an app for resources. So all the resources are going to be up there at a button with contact information. I wish I had screenshots of what the app looked like. So basically, like student house center, you clicked on it and you could call them right there, or whatever PD, and you could text the police department, and as well as you just need Wi-Fi to have the blue light. You don't need to have, so like if you don't have cell service, you just need Wi-Fi to get in contact with them through the app. They're trying to, and they're gonna come to the Senate. They should be reaching out to try to come in to give a formal presentation so y'all can ask questions. I just wanted to get y'all heads up. Yeah, they also had the friend walk on the app where you could track your friend where they're walking. And the cool thing about the app and the blue light is that it had a geo fence, so you're not restricted to campus. They're gonna extend it to some of the housing, so like University Village, some of the frat houses on there, same as Tate Street and such. So you basically have that blue light on you at all times. I know some of the concerns that my students stuff brought up was like what their phones dead and stuff like that, so. They're trying to figure out stuff, but I mean, you know, all they really said was make sure your phone's not dead if you're walking in the middle of the night. But they're working on, they said that they're working on trying to figure that out. As well as they're trying to figure out, how students can access it without a smartphone. So if there's any way we can do it on a laptop or trying to roll out a program, but they really want to start while this was sore. They want to let all the incoming students know off the gate and not surprise them when in August. So they're just really asking for our help to help relay this information. So it's really important. If y'all have any ideas that you can think of that will help, promote this, please do. But they're already doing it. The one thing I can say that I'm kind of glad is they're keeping all the ones up that have cameras up. So they're gonna actually like wrap the telephone pole, and the wrap is gonna be like a QR code to the app and like the app's name and stuff. And so the only thing that they're not gonna have is the landline, which is how they operate for the phone. Yeah, I mean, it has its pros and cons, but does anyone have any questions about that? Cool. So that was just a major thing I wanted to talk about. Other than that, I've been working on my transition report. I have a one-on-one meeting with Chancellor Dillian tomorrow. If anyone has, me and Mara though, so if anyone has anything they want to talk about, please let us know. I also have a meeting with Dr. Aiken and Dr. Craig this week, as well as athletic director Brian Mann. So if y'all have anything that y'all want to talk about, please let me know. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm in the transition part of all this, so just keep me in the loop of everything that you want to see for next year, and I'll put it in my transition report. So that's basically all right. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, now Kaylee.
Yay. Okay. Should I? Can y'all hear me? Cool, great, awesome. So what I've been up to, conduct team new and returning member interviews, that has been going and it will continue throughout this week and next. Exec council meetings, we just had one tonight. Conduct team bi-weekly meetings, we just had one today. I was part of the Women's History Month tabling with the Letter Project, so that was really fun to kind of end Women's History Month with last week. Week before that, yep, I know my dates. Academic Policies Week, I helped with tabling for that, so shout out to Ala, that was an awesome event. And then helping Grace with blood drive volunteering today. No one came up to the table, but I was there, and so that's all that matters. And then homework and lots of other meetings. I was in Asheville a couple weekends ago, so these are just pictures from that. So. Okay.
Where's your words?
Where's my words? Great. What's coming up?
Oh, okay.
I booked my flight to Italy. Yay. That was a lot of money. More interviews and transitioning out of roles, working on my transition report for this role, but also other current roles that I'm holding, like first year assistant. Exec council meetings. I turned 22 soon, so it's my Taylor Swift year. We should celebrate that. End of semester is quickly approaching, so all of that is wrapping up. But I made a very big decision. It may be about grad school. I'm just prolonging time at this point because it's not what y'all think it is. So I decided to go to Appalachian State University. I will be their graduate assistant in their community engaged leadership office with their leadership events and advanced initiatives. So I will be working with their multicultural center. Their kind of OLC office is what this is. So I'll be working with the student leaders that are like Catalyst here, working in Spartan Service Days, kind of that thing, but over at App. And I'll also be co-teaching a first year seminar course. So that's like, I'm not leaving here, but I'm going to App. And then I'm also not taking out any student loans for this experience. That was the biggest part in this decision-making process. So although I'm not making loads of money, this is such a great opportunity. And I can't tell you how excited I was to accept this. So my quote from Morgan Harper Nichols is, "You can choose what you're going to focus on right now, even if your mind is currently crowded with all that is all unresolved or not figured out in your life," which is housing. So if you know anyone that's like in Boone that does not want to live in Boone anymore and like wants to give me their lease, let me know. Yay.
Thank you. Okay, so, what I've been up to, exec council meetings, I went to Myrtle Beach for my birthday. Exec slash ledger board applications, that just closed, so I hope all y'all got your stuff in. I will be doing interviews this week and next week. Easter with my family, and then the EC blood drive today. That's just a picture of my sister and my baby cousin who does not want to be held by her, and my aunt and my baby cousin as well. And then what's coming up, more exec council meetings, preparing for those interviews, preparing for the 101st session. Our first meeting will be on the 25th. I have a one-on-one with the Chancellor Gilliam and Haas tomorrow. Spartans of Excellence, not banquet. The ceremony is on the 24th. So if y'all could please come out and support people who, possibly might have awards and SGA, please come out. The banquet is the 19th. I still have not got a dress, so I don't know what I'm gonna do about that. And then Ren's week is this week or next week? Next. Okay, yeah. So it's coming up. She sent out stuff in the group me, so please look at that. And these are just pictures. I'm going to the Rock of Ages premiere this Friday for Anaya, my roommate. So I'm going to go see her. She's a lead, so definitely go see that. That's going to be a lot of fun. Right. Yes. And then I have pictures of me from Myrtle Beach. I got in somebody's random little race car. That was fun. And I went to Lux and I had my first legal drink at the bar. I was like, yeah, here's my ID. And she didn't even look at it. And I was like, okay. But yeah. But yeah, that was what my updates are. Okay, so now senator forum. Any senator may speak for up to 2 minutes at this time on matters pertaining to SGA. Anything? I know it's the end of the year, so I'm pretty sure I don't got anything. Okay. Announcements. Any member of SGA may speak for up to 2 minutes at this time with any announcements they may have. Yeah, Caitlin.
So, I know how we were saying that we're gonna be a part of Miss Spartans Day, the open house and stuff like that. So they said we have a Miss Spartans Day today. Saturday. They said SGA members can come out and engage with students like on the lawn and like in the EUC hallway. And the SGA students want to come out, introduce themselves. They didn't say anything about having a table out there. So I'm sure they preserved it. But yeah, she said that we were free to come out. They're gonna have like cornhole games, stuff, like games with kids come in. Yeah, they said be free to come out. Basically, it's like basically for my clothes.
Okay, great. Thanks for sharing that. That's also a great opportunity to engage with other people who might want to join SGA in the fall. Any more? Yes, Grace.
Thank you for everyone who helped out with the blood drive today. We had a great turnout. I really appreciate y'all. Thank you for ending off on a good note. We had 55 people signed in for the giveaway table, so I will choose a person tomorrow. I have a phone system set up to randomly select someone. $100 if there's something in the bookstore. So my next thing is, if anybody signed up, whether you were signed up for the giveaway or not, if you signed up to volunteer through the EUC, let me know so that I can make sure that you are recognized for the work you did today. Only one person let me know that they signed up for EUC, and I know that we're involved with that.
So actually the dilemma was, well, for me personally, I went on there, right? After you sent the email like a day or two. Why were they all gone? Like they were all the ones that were available were for like 6 p.m. And I'm like, I haven't sent it. So it's like, yeah, I think it was because other organizations were also volunteering. Mhm. But yeah,
So if you signed up, let me know.
okay. But good job, y'all. Thanks for coming out. Yes, Jordan.
Everybody check out the y'all have watched about they couldn't come up on the night, so please respond to that email.
Yes, please respond to, or look at all your emails about the banquet as well. Anybody else? Okay, before we leave, I just want to let y'all know, next week we'll be in this room again. I guess Cone Ballroom is gonna be occupied. So we'll be in this room again at 7 p.m. and then that will be our last Senate meeting next week. Just be prepared to be here because we have a lot of stuff to go over. So please come. And also you might want to come if you haven't got your merch either, because I will not be staying any longer on campus to be giving out merch. So yeah. And our first Senate meeting of the 101st session, if you're part of that session, is going to be on the 25th. In the Cone Ballroom. Okay, adjournment roll call, please, Mama.
Freshman student representative Amber. Daniel. Nevada. Jalen. Abram. Oscar. Faith. Senior Senator President. Hillary. President Senator Kayla. Kennedy. Maya. Michael. Ahmed. Tyler. Jasmine. Maisha. Colette. Manny. Jaisha. Kimberly. Charlotte. Ted. Grace. Kaylin. Zaire.
Treasurer Senator President.
Mason.
Brian still Senator President.
And White. Thank you.
Thank you. I'd like to adjourn at 7:59. Y'all have a good night.